Show Peter the rubbing of his grave. Hey Peter, come here a sec. Huh? What do you want? I've got something to show you from the future. Look, I don't care about anything you'd have to show me from your dumb, poor future. Oh, I think you'll be interested in this. You hold up the rubbing of his tombstone and waggle it in the front of his face. We just told this child when he dies. Hello, I'm Peter's grave. Peter grabs the rubbing and stares at it. What? That's right, kid. Duty head. Right there on your own gravestone. That's what happens when nobody respects you, because you're an arrogant jerk to everybody all the time. But you're young, and you've still got time to change. See what I'm saying? Okay, fine. I'll try to be nicer to people. Good boy. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Shadows Over Loathing. Today, we honestly have nothing to do except head to the SIT. I do want to check the mining here and see if there's anything more we can do, or if that's something we're going to have to come back for later. But otherwise, outside of a location that we completely haven't found yet, I think we've done everything we can in Crystaldream Lake for now, and we've done everything in Ocean City, so we're definitely able to move on. Last time, though, we got a new partner, Molly Buttons, and as cool as she is, I did ask in the, to have people let me know in the comments if they want to see Molly stay as the partner, or if we want to see, you know, Gabby some more. Her storyline might be close to being done soon. I don't really know how that works, for sure. There is a definite conclusion, of course. And I don't think we have to, like, get to the end of the game with her to finish it up, but we'll see how it goes. Rougher Stuff in the comments did put a vote towards finishing out Gabby's storyline before we work on any of their partners, and I'm pretty okay with that. So, before we head to SIT, we are going to go pick Gabby up. Do you want to go double check this mine? Don't give me any paradoxes, please. I just resolved the last one. What a with a ruckus of mumbling, burbling, grumbling, and screeching, a whole crowd of very angry mushrooms storm out of the underbrush to attack you. Jeez, what is these guys' deal? Shroom stab. I just noticed that the slide whistle here, where we hold it and kind of the nature of the slide part, that looks a little inappropriate, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to unsee that. I don't know how I didn't see it at all last episode. Try not to pay too much attention to that, yeah? Cool. I don't oh, and I should change our boots, too, to the saddle shoes. They're called saddle shoes because, like a saddle, they're worn directly underneath the butt. Oh, I see. We're gonna drag our ass everywhere for this episode. Perfect to go into a nice, prestigious university. Oh dear, yeah, that's definitely not an issue. Yeah, unless we can do something with this big crack in the wall, I don't think there's anything we can do here. Try going back in time just in case. Oh, there's another one of these. Another shadow hot dog. We uncovered another one of those, right? There's nothing on this desk except an old Employee of the Month award certificate. You're the only one who's been in here this month, so you definitely deserve this. This award is made out of Herbert Gutchins, but for all anybody knows, that could be your name. Flash it to increase your maximum and current HP by your mysticality once per fight. That's actually pretty cool. Support beam is lousy with termites. Oh, you know what? I bet I have to fix that. I have to get some, like, termite remover or something. So that this place doesn't come down. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Now, where else did we see one of those orbs? I feel like the dam might have had one. Also, I wonder if there's anything new at the hardware store. Termite poison. I wish. Regulatory agency made me stop selling it a few years back because it was, quote-unquote, killing everybody who used it. Huh, so more of an everything poison then. Oh yeah? Oh, it's good for termites, though. That was yesterday, though! And we've already bought everything he has. Okay. So we go back in time. Hi, it's me again. Outhouse rentals. You're renting out houses? I mean, you're renting out outhouses. Oh yeah? At least I was. Now that indoor plumbing's starting to get popular, there's no market for them anymore. Just got the one left, and after that I'm calling it quits. I'm putting up new ones. Can I rent the last one? It'll be $200 meat up front for the installation, and half that each month forward for maintenance. That's going to be a lot of money in the future, but okay. What maintenance do you do? I'll dump some powdered lime down the hole, clean out the ventilation pipes, and check for splinters. And once the pit starts to get full, I'll move the outhouse over a couple of yards and dig a new one for you. Sure. Where do you want me to put it? Interesting. Put it in front of the pet store? Oh, haha! You must mean the bait shop. Love that sense of humor you got. Pet worms. Anyway, I'll get the pit dug tomorrow and have the outhouse finished the day after. Might as well buy a few more of these. Do I have a plunger? I do not, but we could use one. Might as well just buy everything. Also, do you have some termite poison? Yeah, here we go. 22 meat? Sure. Blast termite spray. A spray canister filled with chemicals that history demonstrated to be just as dangerous to humans as it is to termites. Mind you don't get any of that on your skin. And don't breathe the fumes. And don't pour it down any drains or rivers or otherwise let it get into the groundwater. And if the jar starts to melt, get it into a fresh jar straight away. Yeah, that's definitely not the greatest. So, okay, that did some things. Will Shadow be able to delay going to SIT for another episode? Stay tuned and find out. Three figures approach you, their faces obscured by the shadows of the trees. Wah! Wah! Ooh! Excuse me? What? Who are you? As they step into the light, you see that they have human bodies, but their heads are hideous, misshapen fungal growths. They stare at you with beady black eyes. Wah! Ooh! Wah! Holy crap on toast. Wah! Ooh! Wah! One of them scowls angrily. Ooh! Ooh! Wah! Ooh, ooh, wah? Wah, ooh, wah! I'm just copying you at this point. They're staring daggers at you now. They exchange glances and muttered wah-oohs, then move towards you with a menacing air. It looks like they're fed up with your nonsense and have decided to teach you a lesson that you're more able to comprehend. Yeah, alright. Maybe we can know their language another time. Ah, teamwork. Do it on the same one, please? Yeah, thank you, and then I can take out the other one. Hopefully those guys weren't a diplomatic envoy or anything like that. Wow. Ooh. Oh. So we can go to the past of the museum as well. And the mushroom cave! I see how it works! Catch your next meal today. It's a barrel of wriggling, slimy grubs. A barrel of chum. You do not want to be pals with it. This barrel is sealed, but from the shell, you'd say it's full of decaying shellfish. This barrel is full of dirt, but you're sure there's something nasty hiding in it. This one's full of pickles, probably for catching those fish that like eating pickles. A barrel of miscellaneous useless entrails. There's a mousetrap set up here. Disarm it. Grady frowns. Hey, what's the big idea? It was an accident. Grady frowns. He walks over, resets the mousetrap, frowns again, and goes behind the counter. I see. Hello there. Hello, and welcome to Grady's Live Bait. I'm Grady, and this, he points in various directions, is my bait shop. Grady smiles. It's a very nice bait shop. Anything you need help with? Well, I'm always looking for people to dig up nightcrawlers for me. What are nightcrawlers? He reaches under the counter and pulls out a handful of wriggling worms, which he then waves in your face. Yeah, worms! You will never forget that smell. Interested in doing some worm hunting? Sure, I'll get you some gross worms. Good deal. Dig up, let's call it 5. 5 good-sized nightcrawlers, and I'll make it worth your while. Here, you'll need this. We have one of these already, I think. How will I know where to dig? Just follow your nose. You want another sniff to refresh your memory? Starts to reach under the counter again. Nope. No, I've got it. Okay, but what do you sell? Can I interest you in some minnows? Minnows. Yep. They wriggle quite vigorously, I assure you. Irresistible to hungry fish. No, I don't want any minnows. Well, that's all right. Maybe you'd like to look at our grasshoppers then? No, I don't think so. No grasshoppers. Gotcha. About a nice handful of grubs. Plump and juicy. Gross, no. Okay, then how about some leeches? Chock full of blood. This is awful. Well, if none of those strike your fancy, I think maybe you're not actually in the market for any live bait. I think you're right. Okay, so we've got another side quest here. Oh, hello. I see. You dig up the terrible creature and shove it in your pocket. Few things have as big a delta between how cool the thing is and how cool the name is than the Nightcrawler. Can I also, No, okay. I thought I could dig that up. Can I do anything more with the... Silently disarm it with 4 moxie. Click, tee-hee-hee. The mousetrap is disarmed and Grady has no idea. Maybe that'll have effects in the future. A wormhole. Not one you dug, one that you dug, not some sort of rift in time and space. Wow, I could not read that. Okay, so that's a thing. Where else did I want to go? Oh, the dam. Or was it the junkyard? There was another hole. Damn it! Your future self turns up again, this time lugging an old wooden crate. Here, take these. Huh? These what? It's a case of antique bandages. They'll come in handy. But I can't use them! I'll have to keep them so I can foist them off on another me to close the loop. You're just sticking me with a pointless errand I'll have to do later. No, dummy. You use these ones, then ask Charles Wallace for the crate of old bandages that Murray left in the storeroom. That's where I got these. But didn't you get them from yourself, like I'm doing now? No, I used those. Just take them. Jeez, you've got a lot to learn about causality. I'm with me up here, though. I don't want these. Okay, fine, jeez. What'd you call it is huge. Damn. Take a moment to stop and smell the flowers. I thought so. That's 2. He's still sleeping like a fool. definitely been in there before. Just a good old long dragging sound. Okay, well, shoot, I might as well do a quick sweep and see if there's any more earthworms. Oddly rectangular brown rock catches your attention, and on closer inspection, it turns out to be completely rusted, partially sunk into the ground, old pre-war soda cooler, although someone fitted a meat-operated lock onto the door at some point. Due to the rust, you can't tell what brand it was. Heck, you can't even tell if there's any soda still in it. Rusty cola can. This can of cola is so old and rusty that you can't even tell whether it's red or blue. Or maybe some kind of horrible brown cola that you never heard of before. I see. I've got one of each, technically, sort of. Okay, I'm looking for wriggly lines or like a void ball. I do not suspect that there is either. But I will be thorough nonetheless. That's where I dug the compass out. Nope, nothing in here. Worth a check. Hit up the distillery. I'm down with 5 more free XP. Has anyone moved into the distillery? Nope. Good, good. Okay. We need 2 more worms. I'll take useful stuff. Oh, we can now resist the call of the Siren Lady. You grit your teeth in concentration and shake your head violently. The fog clears from your mind just enough to give you one more move. That move is to flip the woman a very rude, 2-handed gesture. Her eyes widen in shock, and she stops singing. With that, you manage to wrest enough control over your feet to turn and run away with your hands over your ears. No vambush for us. Ah, here it is. Shadow Grease. This has the same last 8 letters as Elbow Grease, but that's where the similarities end. Increases your moxie by 1 and your item drops by 50%. That's actually really good for a food item. Might have been a potion, though. I'm pretty sure that's the one I encountered before that I didn't know what to do with, too. Alright. Oh, the mugging squirrels. Another worm. What are we at now? 4? 4. 1 more. We'll get him to change the outhouse shortly. A gaggle of Boy Scouts around a campfire plead with you for a scary story, for their scoutmaster, as they say, has proven frightfully unfrightening. Yes, all the boys are crying now! Hooray! I wish I got to see what story it was, but that's fine. Okay, there should definitely be a worm here somewhere. Ooh, I can fish. I guess it has been a new day. And this one's just free meat. No nightcrawlers in the cemetery, eh? And I can't even dig up any graves? Come on. Okay. What about at the cave? Oh hey, that's your past self over there. Here's your chance to hand over that crate of old bandages. It occurs to you that you haven't gotten the crate of bandages from Charles yet. The crate you have now is the one the future you gave you, and he said he used those. Won't giving yourself these bandages screw up the timeline? Oh my god. Yeah, it's probably safer not to improvise with stuff like this. Gotta remember to get that crate from Charles, though. So we can install an outhouse here and go back in time, which is pretty neat. Just need one more earthworm. Yeah, sure, I'll buy another rusty one. They're pretty good items to use on enemies. There's number 5. Anything at the crystal store? Yes. Might as well be thorough. Lighthouse, and then I think we're good to go back to the pet store. That's 7. I wonder if there's some in Ocean City. That's okay, though. Alright, we gotta go back in time first. Oh, wait. First, let's check out this. Doesn't seem to do anything. Fantastic! This is even more than I asked for. You hand over the worms. As promised, honest pay for honest work. You can't help but think that revolting pay would be more appropriate, but Grady beats you to that thought by pulling a flower pot out from the counter and handing it to you with a grin. A nightcrawler in a vessel full of its own food, which is also its own waste. Probably goes into our room. Nothing new there. Which means I think that we're pretty good to move the outhouse. So back to the hardware store. Get all the items you want to get in the game. I do not mind. Oh yeah, we can go back to the mine. I forgot about that. We got the termite spray. Yeah, we're wrapping up all sorts of loose ends in, Okay, I ain't started digging yet, so that's fine. Where do you want it instead of the bait shop? The Sandwich Museum. They've already got a pretty state-of-the-art toilet facility up there. But, well, never hurts to have a backup, I suppose. And we've got lots of stuff to clean up here before we head off. I like to be thorough! Okay, to the museum once more. Distract some fairies, why not? You give a can of seltzer a quick shake and hurl it at the fairies. They flit out of the way easily, but the can hits a tree and bursts, sending glittering shrapnel and sparkling water into the air. The fairies are sufficiently distracted by the spectacle that you manage to get away from them and hide in the underbrush. After they get bored of looking for you and leave, which doesn't take long, you crawl out of your hiding place and poke around the area a little. The badger doesn't seem interested in any of the trash the fairies left behind, so it's all yours. Didn't get any XP for it, which is disappointing. Village of Sandwich. Oh yeah, we get to figure out all this. This discarded newspaper says it's March 3rd, 1692. That's a few days before the last entry in the diary from the public house. Somebody led this horse to this water, but the horse is finishing the job itself. Better not. You might accidentally give the horse a lip piercing. No one even knows how long it'll be before those are fashionable. Meat? I'll take past meat, sure. There's only 2 that time. And 1 meat. And 3 meat. Neat. Sandwich gazebo, vagrants not welcome. That's not very friendly. You look around to make sure nobody's watching and scratch the knot off of the sign. Take that, authority. If you like this tub of daisies, I have a good news. There are 2 others just like it. State-of-the-art toilet facility. You poke your head inside, there's some graffiti scratched on the wall. Peter Proctor is a stinky doo-doo head. Make a rubbing of it. Make a copy of the graffito for your records. I see. Root cellar. The doors are locked with an expensive German combination lock requiring a 5-letter word. I see. Fee! Oh no, the roots are probably sour anyways. Looks like this chessboard was abandoned mid-game. Consider the board for a moment and make a move. Now white is winning. Too bad, black. It's an arras depicting several heiresses. I don't really have any reason to do that. Excuse me, can I help you with something? No thanks, I'm fine. What I'm getting at is, why are you in my house? Oh, I'm just, looking around? Look, I am not one to be inhospitable to uninvited guests, even total strangers. But I do have company at the moment, so if you'll excuse me... Oh sure, no problem. So I can't go that way. Cemetery has some slightly less graves. In fact, a lot less graves. A group of 3 kids is gathered around a little girl holding an odd doll. Order! Order! Come on, if we're gonna have a trial, we've got to do it properly. I don't see why we gotta have a dumb old trial anyway. We all know she's guilty. I didn't do anything. Why are you so mean to me? 'Cause you're weird and an outsider. Screwed, I'm thinking of that voice. I only live half a mile down the road. I was born here. Yeah, but your family's outsiders. Your father wasn't born here. My family's been here for like 60 generations. Closer to 4, actually, but the larger point stands. Little girl bursts into tears. Hey, you kids, what's going on here? Huh? Who are you? I've never seen you around here before. My name's Sir Codsworth. I'm a traveler? Well, we're having a trial for that crybaby Patricia. I'm Tom, the judge, and that's Delia, the jury, and Peter's the executioner. Executioner? Holy jeez, kid. Well, we're not literally gonna execute her, probably. My pa says you shouldn't decide on the punishment till after the conviction. Uh-huh. Well, how's it going? Not great. Patricia just keeps crying instead of presenting any kind of proper defense. I see. Mister, will you be my attorney? Attorney. Sniffle. Will you be attorney? Well, that's a good idea, actually. Then you can present the case, and she can cry as much as she wants. How's she gonna pay for it? My father ain't gonna lend attorney fees to some slanderizing crybaby. I guess I'll do it pro bono. Oh, thank you. So, what's the trial about? The defendant stands accused of 3 crimes. Stealing Tom Danforth's, that is my, gold pocket watch, defacing the public outhouse with a very rude slogan about Peter Proctor, and making a weird doll. I didn't do any of these things. We've got the doll right there. Look, it's got 3 arms. That's weird. But it was regular when I made it. She starts crying again. Okay, what do I need to do? Well, we're at the part of the trial where the defense would submit evidence that contradicts one of the charges. Okay. You can't just leave. We're in the middle of a trial. Yeah, but what if I have to go? That's what I'm saying. You can't. No, I mean, what if I have to go? You know. Oh, well, look, kid, I can't just unload in the middle of a church. Jeez, mister. Alright, fine. I hereby suspend the trial for a short recess. We'll be back. A regular church altar. One of the kids has left a gloopy jam sandwich lying on the corner. I bet that's what the blood actually is. Wait, what does the sign say? Today is the trial of Patricia Williams, who stands accused of all this stuff, which they thought said witch. check the places we've been. Peter Proctor is a stinky doo-doo head. I don't see anything over here. The door to this house is unlocked. If only you had some way to unlock things that are locked. Like a key? Oh, hello. Come right in. Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. Not at all. I'm always glad to have visitors when my husband is out riding the circuit. My name's Sir Codsworth III. A pleasure. I'm Teresa Danforth. Handmade bed, which has been made, presumably, also by hand. No secret passage. There's zero reason for you to expect there to be one. A bunch of barrels. This kid's a real reader. All the titles look pretty boring, though. What an unusual outfit. Whereabouts are you from? We're gonna have... Yeah, sorry. Had the movement sound going. And it still will, okay. Said your husband's riding the circuit? What's that mean? He's a judge for the county. Most of the little towns out this way are too small to have their own courthouse and judge, so they save up their legal matters and Clarence rides around to settle things once a month or so. That must take a while. Does he get lonely while he's away? Oh, our boy Tom and I keep each other company well enough. What's with all the barrels? Ugh, we won a year's supply of cream at the last county fair. Didn't expect them to give it to us all at once. None of us particularly even care for cream. Would you care for a ladleful? Or even a whole barrel? No thanks, I'm good. Ran to Tom at the church. Oh my, yes, he takes after his father. Playing with the other kids, he seems like a real smart cookie. Always got his nose in a book. Be nice if they got to spend more time together, but the pocket watch Clarence got Tom for his birthday has helped. Pocket watch? Yes, a fine gold pocket watch, to help keep track of when he'd be back. Clarence said. Tom really cherishes it. Do you know the boy said he wants to be buried with that watch? Buried with it? Haha, wow. Alright, that's gonna take some, from the future grave robbing. Not much sign of potion brewing here, unless tea counts. Alright, I think we're good to go to the future. Flush yourself through, it said. Oh wow. This place stayed being about cream for the longest time. Sandwich cream, though. Handwriting matches a graffiti from the outhouse. It's from Delia Putnam. You look over your shoulder and see the guard watching you. You're going to have to distract him if you want to get away with tearing a page out of this book, and then get away with the page you tore out of the book. Hey, bud. Trick him into leaving, bamboozle, and 3 moxie. Hey, buddy. Sorry, sir. I just get paid to stand here and keep an eye on things. I don't actually know anything about the exhibits. Wait, really? Nope. Okay. Pull out some of the pins. You discreetly pull a bunch of the pins out of the doll and drop them on the floor. Hopefully it isn't quiet enough in here for the guard to have heard that. Do I want that? What did that do for me? Tell him about the pins. Hey, a bunch of pins fell out of that doll. Sorry, sir, I just get paid to... What did you say? Some of the pins fell out of that weird voodoo doll or whatever. That might be dangerous. Someone could step on them. Aw, jeez. Goes over to the display and starts picking pins up off the floor. Clear your throat loudly to cover the sound of the paper tearing, and stuff it up your sleeve while flipping back to the front of the book. Okay, so we've got proof of the vandalism. Nice gazebo. Sandwich gazebo, vagrants welcome, thanks to you. Looks like that change you made to the sign had an effect. There's a hobo hanging out here eating sandwich cream right out of the jar. Hi there, enjoying that sandwich cream? Sham! I can't get enough of this stuff. That's probably why everyone calls me Creamy Steve. Probably, yeah. Best sandwich cream in the tri-state area right here. It's a traditional recipe. Do you know any hobo code, Creamy Steve? Sure, I know 2 words. It's one of them cream. Yep, and the other one is here. Nice. You know, there's a hobo camp over by Ocean City. I bet they'd be interested in this cream. Oh, huh. You think so? I'd love to share this with other like-minded individuals. Sure. You could set up an extremely specific trade route. Sold! Cool. We are growing hobo camp even further. Real quick, let's go dig up Kid's grave. Well, look at that. Tom got his wish after all. This gold pocket watch has, to my son Tom on his 12th birthday, engraved on the inside of the lid. Well, I hope that doesn't cause another time paradox. Peter Proctor. He was a duty head until the very end. You make a rubbing of the gravestone. There's someone who will be very interested to see this, or at least that you will be very interested to see the look on his face when he sees it. Yeah, so there's now going to be 2 watches in the past? Unless we accidentally find the other one and get it to the future. We still don't know what's going on over here. We haven't swapped back to Gabby yet, but we also have hardly done anything that would need our partner. Can we do anything more with you guys? Mrs. Proctor shoots you a stern look. Fortunately, she's too genteel to just throw you the heck out of her house. She returns to her conversation, though at a level too hushed for you to hear. You hide behind the Arras, hoping the Proctors aren't genealogically Danish. Weird statement. Fortunately, Mrs. Proctor doesn't seem to have noticed your move. Her conversation gradually returns to a less hushed, more easily eavesdroppable volume. Drop those eaves! Did I mention we've been picking out some new furniture for the bedrooms? Oh, really? Yes, bureaus and armoires and such. I found a delightful little nightstand for Peter's room. It even has a secret compartment in it, for when he's older and needs to hide sinful lithographs from us. How charming. How interesting. Is that literally it? Okay, so now if we go back to the future... Don't break the law, please, it says. An old and dilapidated church altar. There's some brown splotches on the corner that are quite probably old jam. Who stands accused? Yeah, the crimes that she was accused of were not witchcraft. Hi, I would like to go into these rooms. Why can I not go in? I know about his secret compartment. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if we can go solve the other 2 things first. Wait, did we see a nightstand somewhere else? I forgot I can jump. Nothing new here. I have evidence that proves Patricia didn't steal the pocket watch. Well, then present it to the court. Here it is. This is your pocket watch, right? Hey, yeah, it is. Wow, thanks. Where did you find it? I'd rather not say. It isn't evidence if you don't tell us where you found it. It might have been in her house or something. Alright, well, I found it in your grave. What? I'm a time traveler from the future. I heard your mom say you love your pocket watch so much you want to be buried with it when you die. So I went back to my time and dug it up your grave to see if you were. And you were. And there it is. That's crazy. You're crazy. Possibly, but it's true. And the fact that you were buried with that watch, Tom, means that you eventually would have found it wherever you lost it. So Patricia didn't steal it. Tom squints at the watch in thought, then winds it and holds it up to his ear. It still works! The finest craftsmanship. Still working after 236 years. They won't make them like that anymore. Okay, but that doesn't prove Patricia didn't take it. Maybe I found it in her house, so she will give it back to me or something. Maybe, but it's a closed loop now. We can't ever know how you would have gotten your watch back, because now you got it back because I just gave it to you. Isn't that all you really wanted, was to get your watch back? You never really believed Patricia stole it. I would like to know what happened to it, but yeah, you're right. Sorry, Patricia. I hereby withdraw my accusation. Okay, we still need to get that watch to the future, though. Unless the original was destroyed, and from here on out, it's just that same watch looping through time. So where does that leave us? I have evidence that Patricia didn't write the graffiti. I have 2 pieces of paper. This one is a rubbing from the outhouse showing the graffiti in question. My father basically owns this crummy town. You won't get away with this slander, Patricia. Technically, it's libel, not slander. What are the other pieces of paper? A page from someone's diary. Someone who clearly thinks Peter Proctor is a stinky duty head. And if you compare the handwriting to the graffiti, that they're a perfect match. Wow, they sure are. Whose diary is this from? The diary this came from belongs to Delia Putnam. What? Give me that. She snatches a diary page away from me. Wait a minute. I don't remember writing this. Hey, this is dated 3 days from now. This paper is really old, too. What's going on here? I already told you guys, I'm from the future. I stole this from a museum. My diary was in a museum? Wow. So you admit that I wrote the graffiti. Yeah, whatever. It isn't liable if it's true, right? Hey! Yes, that's correct. In any case, the charge against Patricia is hereby dropped. You do owe someone an apology, though, Delia. Yeah! Not you, duty head. He means Patricia. Sorry, Patricia. It was Peter I was mad at. I didn't mean to get you in trouble for it. It's okay. He is a duty head. Hey! What's next? You cleared Patricia on most of the charges. The only thing left is the matter of her making a weird 3-armed doll. Well, what's wrong with that? So she has a weird doll, so what? Because you can't just go around being different and weird and different all the time, no matter how much you want to. Mom, Pa say it ain't proper. Yeah, it's part of the social contract. Did you sign a contract, Patricia? I didn't sign anything, I promise. It's not that kind of contract. I'll be right back. What, again? Do you have some kind of guts problem? Yeah, I must have eaten something bad. Whatever people eat in the late 17th century. Okay, well, try and get it all out this time. I hereby suspend the trial for a short recess. Alright, we need to do something about that doll. I can change it back and forth from white and black. And they'll probably change the interpretation of it every time. Okay, I need, something. I don't really know what here. There's probably a clue about that one. If we go back to the present. White is winning, representing the triumph of the witch hunters over the town's terrifying witch cult. think there's any... Oh, this velvet rope is keeping you out of Peter's room, despite the fact that you have legal authority to search it. Kind of. The only thing inside is a sheet of paper listing several things that have been taken away by the Historical Society for Restoration and Cataloging. A bag of fancy glass marbles and steel ball bearings, a fake spider made of horsehair and copper wire, stuff like that. Nothing that seems relevant to the trial. You reach inside the drawer and feel around until you find this little catch that makes the secret compartment pop open. Oh ho, what is this? This seems suspicious, but isn't the problem with Patricia's doll that it has too many arms? This child's bed from 100 years ago is still nicer than any you've ever owned. A custom child height window. A half-height dressing mirror. Oh, going through another cycle of these. Wow, this kid had his very own sculpture of Toy Box. It's solid mahogany! Mahogany. Alright, well that's a thing at the very least. Is prove the word? I mean, everybody knows that the bird is the word, but you know what I mean. I don't think I have a P option here, though. The only vowel we have access to is E. Do we have an L? We do. Is it wheel? Nope. I can use this for anything. I have evidence concerning the doll, I guess? You guess? That doesn't sound very evidential. What did you find? Well, I found this little arm that looks like it was torn off a rag doll, but if Patricia's already has 3... Let me see. Oh yes, this is mine, look! Patricia holds up her doll, showing you the stitches where she fixed the hole left by the torn off arm. Wait, your doll was originally a regular 4-armed one? Uh-huh. I made it based on yours because I thought it was neat. Hang on, a 4-armed doll is regular in 1692? Not everywhere, but around here, yeah. I get so bored. I wanted something different, so I made a doll with 4 arms. But I'm not allowed to be different, so I had to tell Ma and Pa it was just the regular fashion for dolls, and I don't know, it just became a thing. I think I get it. So you were mad because you thought Patricia had out-differentiated you by having an asymmetric doll. Yeah, I'm sorry, Patricia. That wasn't fair. Your doll's really good. I like it better than mine. Aw, thanks. I forgive you, Delia. Our dolls can hug and make up. See, that's funny. I just noticed the fabric on the missing arm has gone all stiff. Like it's really old or something. Yeah, I brought it back here from the future. Where did you find it? We haven't really resolved what happened. Who cares? It's just a stupid rag doll. If your parents have any money, you two could have real dolls instead of making your own out of trash. I found it in a secret compartment in Peter's nightstand. Boy, you... Yeah, that figures. Not surprising in the least. Charge dismissed. Everything's been accounted for. Congratulations, Patricia. You've been acquitted of all charges. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you, Sir Codsworth. No problem. I was happy to help. Is there anything we can do for you in return? There is one thing I'm curious about. Do you kids know anything about witches? Witches? You mean like black magic, consorting with the devil, that kind of thing? Yeah. Check out this rube who thinks witches are real. Yeah, that's just some scary stories parents tell their children to make them go to bed on time. So, no witches, no witch trials, nothing like that? Nope, not that I've ever heard of. My dad travels a whole region on his court circuit. Show Peter the rubbing of his grave. Hey Peter, come here a sec. Huh? What do you want? I've got something to show you from the future. Look, I don't care about anything you'd have to show me from your dumb, poor future. Oh, I think you'll be interested in this. You hold up the rubbing of his tombstone and waggle it in the front of his face. We just told this child when he dies. Hello, I'm Peter's grave. Peter grabs the rubbing and stares at it. What? That's right, kid. Duty head. Right there on your own gravestone. That's what happens when nobody respects you, because you're an arrogant jerk to everybody all the time. But you're young, and you've still got time to change. See what I'm saying? Okay, fine. I'll try to be nicer to people. Good boy. Delia, can I borrow the key to your house? Excuse me? I need it for a time travel thing. He probably wants to burglarize you and make a killing on the antiques market in the future. That wouldn't work. If he took something from now into the future, it would still be new. Antiques aren't valuable unless they go the long way around. Look, why actually do you want my house key? Well, I'm not exactly sure, but apparently your house catches fire sometime in the future, and I think it might be a good idea to prevent that. Wow, yes, I agree with you. Unfortunately, I lost my key when I was out playing in the countryside. Do you have some kind of magic future way to find lost keys? Well, maybe I'll think of something. We still don't know what this is. Nope. So we probably have to wander. We'll find like a super old rusted key or something. He was kind of a jerk, but he tried. Well, that's something at least. That's funny. Didn't get any XP out of it though, which is interesting. There's nothing new we can do here. Yep, okay. So apparently there's still something we can do with Delia's house, maybe prevent it from burning down, but otherwise, I think we've done everything we can. Oh, and still the root cellar of this place. So we are good to leave. Oh, and we will stop by... We'll stop by here. We still need to close that paradox, too. We'll try and close that really quick. Oh, and we can move the outhouse here as well. Okay, here, you know what? Did Murray leave a crate of antique bandages in the back somewhere? Yep. Sir, how did you know that? It's a long story. Actually, it's a pretty short story, but it's one that makes me sound insane. Can I have them? Sure thing. Wait, you already have the crate right there. This is a different crate. Well, actually, it's the same crate, but it's a different same crate. You're right, you do sound insane. Hang on a sec. Clearly, you can't carry around two of the same crate. They might explode or something. And anyway, lugging around one big old wooden crate is enough of a hassle, let alone two. You open the crate, rummage around inside until you found all the bandages that's still accusable, and chuck the rest into the trash bin in the alley. Okay, now can I have the crate? Sure. He goes into the back and returns with an identical old wooden crate and a determined not to ask sort of expression. Thanks, bud. Come on, Gabby. There's Molly. With surprising vigor. Can I just leave from here? I can. Okay, and then it's off to the mine. Hopefully we run across our paradox self. A cheeky squirrel challenges you to a race. It's a difficult course involving several jumps and climbs. Dang, that squirrel's fast. You cross the finish line first by a hair. Both you and the squirrel collapse by the lake, panting, sweating, laughing, clapping each other on the back. What a great day. wholesome. Hose it down with chemicals. Support beam is now termite free. So now if we go up here, place shouldn't have collapsed. Hooray! The support beam may be old, but at least it's not full of termites. There's one of those fancy mining helmets on this table. Plus 2 physical armor, nice. This helmet is heavy, but it has a light. An extremely enthusiastic rat has chewed a hole in this solidly locked solid steel cabinet. You root around in the cabinet. You manage to find 1 stick of dynamite within arm's reach. 22-year-old stick of dynamite. You're lucky you found this instead of a 44-year-old stick. They get really dangerous when they're that old. That's funny. There's an old stick of dynamite in a hole in this thing. It automatically moves us away. You've seen some disappointing explosions in your life, but that one really failed to even make a dent in the cake. This rock must be made of tougher stuff than a relatively fresh stick of dynamite can handle. Can I get another one? Yes, okay. We're gonna have to do something with that. We can't do it there. Maybe it'll let us go get a completely fresh one. Gumbuckle mine. Nope. Didn't help this time either. Okay. That's fine. We'll go back, we'll grab one more stick from the present. Hi, Gabby. Boop. And we're good to leave. We'll come back to this later when we have something that will actually help. Yeah, now we just need to close out that paradox and we're good to leave. Another siren will resist that call. I guess we can probably just wander. Get back to the lighthouse. I do not need another red cola, but thank you. A trio of hooded white robes step out of the trees around you. It's hard to tell if the robes contain person-shaped shadow monsters, or if they're regular people whose faces are concealed by the shadows of their hoods. Well, not that regular people go around wearing hooded robes very often. Anyway, and whichever it is, it doesn't seem like they have good intentions. Hey, what's your deal? Well, that clears that right up. Shadow Acolyte. You guys are weak. Spooky damage and then cold damage. Yeah, I'd say none of that, thanks. Please attack the same one, by the way. Nah, that's not ideal. Gabby getting the turn before they do. Oh. I see. Well, get him out of here at the very least. Robs us of our AP and him of stats. That sound wasn't pleasant. shadowy slab. I guess go ahead and take that one out. You won. All the black smoke leaks out of the robes pretty quickly after they're beaten, so you don't get a chance to question them any further. Not that it probably would have been any more effective than the first time. Ooh, we'll definitely buy those when we can, though. You push through the woods and into a small clearing and discover a group of 3 vampires, because apparently you aren't allowed to discover anything good in any of these clearings. Well, I say 3 vampires, but there's 1 vampire, 1 bat, and 1 small cloud. So it could just be a vampire, her pet bat, and the leftovers of a bean's lunch. I assure you, we are all 3 vampires. Oh crap, she heard me. What's the deal here? Are you demonstrating the vampire evolutionary line or something? What? You know, like the bat evolved out of the cloud, and then the humanoid vampire evolved out of the bat. No, is bat a caveman vampire? No, if anything, this is more like these three states of vampire matter. What? You know, solid, liquid, and gas. Bats are a liquid? Look, the metaphor is not a perfect one. Are we going to fight or what? Honestly, I'd rather keep talking about vampire physics. This is interesting. If you 3 are solid, liquid, and gas, that implies the existence of a 4th kind of vampire, right? Look, I already said it's not a perfect... Well, actually, yes. Now that you mention it, there is a 4th kind of vampire. A plasma vampire? Yes. When a vampire is destroyed by sunlight, they sometimes become a high-energy but short-lived vampiric spirit, which we call a morai. Which, now that you mention it, is rather analogous to the plasma state of matter. Neat. Well done, I had never thought of these before. You are very intelligent for a human. Oh heck, I was just kind of stalling for time, to be honest. But maybe bats are liquid. Everyone turns and looks at the bat, who shrugs wordlessly. I should go find some other vampires with which to discuss the implications of this. Good evening, human. The vampires disappear into the woods, leaving behind the remains of their picnic. Sweet. Oh hey, there's your past self. Here's your chance to hand over that crate of old bandages. Here, take these. Huh? These what? It's a case of antique... Yeah. Oh geez, were you really such a whiner back then? So much so that you'd refuse medical supplies from your own self. Good grief, how embarrassing. For crying out loud, were you not even paying attention? This is mortifying. If you ever run into the future you again, you're gonna have to apologize to him. Good. Loop has been closed. We're out. Alright, and I think we've done everything else I want to do here. We'll take the bus next time because there might be an event associated with it. But for now, we are in fact going to leave it here for today. We only have a few more loose ends in Crystaldream, and I don't think we can take care of them right now. Possibly I have to go visit someone in Ocean City and maybe upgrade the stick of dynamite? Unsure. Either way, thank you to everyone for joining me. I hope you had fun, and I will see you all next time for some more Shadows Over Loathing.